Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Tuesdays with Dr. Tay. Today I have a very, very special topic for you, and an announcement for you, which I am very much sure is going to blow your mind and going to change the trajectory of your child's future success. Okay, are you ready? Let's talk about autism success basics, as in the basics that you need for your child to be able to start the journey, to be able to go forward with brain development for your child, okay? So what do I mean by autism success basics? The basics is the few things, five, which is what I'm gonna talk about today. The most five important thing that every autism child needs, regardless of the severity, regardless of the symptoms, regardless of what you are struggling with your child at this moment, okay? So the autism success basics is that part of the whole system that you're going to build for your child, which is going to be helping your child achieve brain development, at least start the journey towards brain development, okay? So what are those five things that every autism kid needs? Your child, my child, all autism kids. What are those five things that every autism kid needs? The first one is obviously diet, right? But today is not about diet. Today is specifically, I'm going to talk about the 5 nutritional support, okay? The 5 nutritional support that I have personally used, and we also advise to all of our students to use and, get results from it. So, apart from the gut healing diet, which is usually grain-free and milk-free, okay? Hashtag autism diet, the autism diet, okay? So if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can use hashtag the autism diet, and you will find my post on the sort of diet that we talk about, that we use for our kids, that we have seen so much improvements for our kids that it has literally blowing my mind out, okay? So apart from a gut healing diet, your child needs, the first thing is a good quality probiotic. So for those of you who do not know, a probiotic is a supplement or supplement kind of thing, which is actually not supplement, it's a must, I would say, because every human being's gut has biome, okay, microbiome. So it has the good bacteria and also the bad bacteria. They are not just bacteria. There are fungi, there are other things as well, but I use the term bacteria so that it's easier for you to understand, okay? So every child has a microbiome in their gut, and the good bacteria help digestion, the good bacteria help sleep, the good bacteria help with your child's immunity, okay? And how your child focuses on things, understands things, and all of those things. So it is very extremely important for your child to have a very nice balanced microbiome, okay? And getting a microbiome balance is not just get a probiotic and call it a day. It's not going to do like that, but a probiotic, a good quality probiotic, will actually ensure that you are on the right track, okay? So the first thing that your child needs is, as I was saying, a good quality probiotic. So what do you want to see or look out for when you are purchasing a probiotic, okay? The first thing that you have to remember is the probiotic containing more than one strain of bacteria, okay? So if you are buying a probiotic that has only one type of bacteria, it's not going to do much of any help for your child, because inside his gut there are like millions of types of strains, okay? So I am pretty much sure you cannot find millions to give to your child, but at least 2 to 5 or more than that, like 14 strains. There are some probiotics that use, 5 different strains and things like that. So find a probiotic that has a good number of bacteria, different types of bacteria. The second thing to look out for is if the bacteria is of, alive. So sometimes when companies make their supplement, by the time it reaches you, the strength reduces. Why? Because a lot of the bacteria die in the process of being created and then coming to your home. So please make sure that the probiotic that you are buying is ensuring that this amount of the bacteria is going to be delivered to your child's gut. Okay. The third thing that you need to make sure that if the probiotic is microcrystallized. So if we are talking about, if you are giving your child a probiotic that is not enclosed in microcapsule, then what happens is the child takes the probiotic, it goes to the stomach acid, and most of the bacteria are killed by the stomach acid. So by the time the probiotic, because sometimes it happens, like we are giving some really good supplements to our kid, but we don't see results. The reason why we don't see result is because we are not making sure that the probiotic that we are giving our child is actually reaching the part that is supposed to reach, which is the gut. The probiotic is supposed to overcome the stomach acid and go to the small intestine of your child. So the small intestine is the most important part where there needs to be a good amount of bacteria growing, okay? So these are the three things that you need to make sure when you are buying a probiotic, which is the first thing that you need for your child. The second thing that you need for your child is a good quality fish oil. So what does fish oil do? Cod liver oil and salmon oil and things like that. So a fish oil contains EPA and DHA, which helps your child's brain development. Okay? Fish oil helps your child's brain development. So when you are giving fish oil, there are two things you need to be ensuring. The first one, is your fish oil molecularly distilled or not? Is your fish oil molecularly distilled or not? Because anything that you buy off the counter, except for two companies, all the other fish oils that you buy and give to your child has mercury in it. And you know that mercury is a neurotoxin in nature. You are giving your child brain developing fish oil, but because the fish oil was not of high quality, it's actually causing more harm to your child. So the two companies are Nordic Naturals and doTERRA. Okay, both have been prepared in a way that they are getting the wild caught fish, okay, in open water, and also they are molecularly distilling the fish oil so that it does not have mercury or lead or petroleum and things like that. Okay, so if you are giving your child the second most important thing, which is a fish oil, please ensure that you are getting either from doTERRA or you are getting it from Nordic Naturals. Okay, any other fish oil that you are using or buying, please stop that, throw it away, or at least you take it if you are feeling like, I don't want to waste so much money. If you are not giving your child a fish oil that is molecularly distilled, then it will cause more harm to your child's brain and body than help, because the cod, the salmon, the big fishes, they reside in Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, right? And what do? We dump all our industrial waste in the sea. We dump all our industrial waste in the sea. Then there is oil spillage from, containers and ships and things like that. So what do you think all of this, junk and oils are going? It's going to the fish. The fish is in the water, which is polluted, and the fish takes on the toxins in the body. And if you squeeze that oil out of that fish, your fish oil will also have those toxins. Understanding? Please give me a thumbs up if you're understanding what I'm saying, okay? And if it's landing for you. Because whatever you feed to your child needs to come from a source that is as clean as possible, that is as nicely prepared as possible to ensure the biggest and the highest and the best quality of supplements, okay? So apart from probiotic and fish oil, the third thing that your child needs is obviously some sort of a multivitamin, eh? Okay. So here is my take on supplements. I personally don't like supplements because supplements, like typical supplements, they are synthetic in nature. They are synthetically made by pharmaceutical companies or any industry. So synthetically made vitamins and minerals cannot be absorbed and utilized by the body. I'm gonna say it again. Synthetically made vitamins and minerals cannot be absorbed, digested, absorbed, and used by the body. So essentially, whatever supplements you're, whatever a multivitamin you are feeding to your child is actually going out with the pee. So your child is peeing pretty expensive pee, right? So you have to make sure that your, the multivitamin or multimineral that you are feeding to your child is coming from whole food. So what do I mean by that? Let's say I take one apple, one banana, one pear, and things like that. I dry them, I mush them up, and I give you in a tablet form. That is whole foods vitamin. Versus what you buy from the pharmacy is chemical cocktails, chemically made, synthetically made vitamin A, B, C, D, and E, whatever, okay? When you are chemically making vitamins and minerals, the body does not understand those as vitamins and minerals. The body think of it as, what is this? Seems like vitamin A, but that's not vitamin A. I'm not gonna use it. So I will excrete it from the body, okay? So the third thing, like I'm saying, your child needs a whole foods vitamins, as in food being processed or minimally processed into vitamin and mineral form, okay? That's the third thing. And if you are asking, Dr. T, where am I going to get all of these things? I'll let you know. So stick until the end. I will give you all the links. I'll give you all the links and everything that where you can buy all of these things. But just first understand why you should do it, okay? Because I don't like to just, force people or tell people to do things. I want to tell you why you should do something so that you have full faith, full understanding, and so that you can choose the best for yourself and your child, okay? All right. The fourth thing every autism kid needs, apart from probiotic, fish oil, and whole foods vitamin, is some sort of veggies and fruit cocktail kind of thing, which we sometimes call as detox juice, or maybe a detox smoothie and things like that. Here is the thing. Most of the autism kids are picky eaters, so they rarely eat fruits and veggies, if any, and there is always a deep nutritional lack and deficiency in these kids. So if your child's body does not have enough vitamins and minerals from fruits and vegetables, not from synthetic supplements, from fruits and vegetables, then you will be in problem. And the other thing that most of us struggle is getting to find organic, regeneratively grown, food sources, right? Because most of the things that we buy from superstore, even if they're organic, still contains pesticide. Here's the thing. Organic and non-organic food. Organic food contains organic pesticide. Inorganic or non-organic food contains synthetic pesticide. So this way or that, you are actually feeding your child pesticide. Okay? So that's why we need some sort of whole food, vegetables and vegetable and fruit mixture, which when we give our kid is gonna try to overcome as much, I'm not saying everything, as much of the deficiency as possible. So how do I give it? I give my kids in the form of a shake. So what that is a bunch of fruits and vegetables. Okay, green, it's like green smoothie, okay? But it has chocolate taste, it has protein. So it helps my children to be able to get most of their nutritional needs met for the day. I am gonna say it very clearly. All of these things that I'm telling you is not gonna replace any meal. It's gonna support the meal that you're giving to your child. The basics is always good food, cooked at home with love. Father or mother, whoever cooks, it needs to be cooked at home with, best quality ingredients that you can buy within your budget. So make sure that you are getting whole foods based nutritional support. And also, please, you have to make sure some things. You know, few months ago, I was taking Orgain. So Orgain is a pretty world-renowned protein smoothie and shake and things like that. I even shared it in my stories a lot. But when I joined Purium, I learned from the experts there that they gave me a survey report. I read it online, and Orgain was the third dirtiest supplement, like nutritional supplement in the world, because their organic protein shake contained most of the things that has a lot of neurotoxins in there. And I was totally shocked, because whenever we are buying something, we read the ingredient list, and in the ingredient list there were a lot of good things written in there, and I trusted what was written in the ingredient list, and I bought it. I fed myself and my kids, and I saw regression in Muhammad, and I was like, he's not eating anything that he's not supposed to eat, then why is he behaving like, he was getting angry and upset and, emotional very fast. Then I shared this problem with my mentor, and she told me that, what are you giving to your child? And I told her that, Orgain, because I bought a bunch of things on sale, so I'm finishing them up. And then he was like, listen, yes, sometimes we buy things and they were expensive and you don't want to waste the money, but it's just poison. So essentially you are trying to save some money, but you are feeding poison to your child. What's best? Don't feed at all. If you cannot find something of great quality, don't feed at all. Don't get low quality, poor quality, poisonous things for your child. Get the good quality things, one thing at a time. I'm not saying you start with all 5. Get one thing and then start with that. As you get more money, you add more. As you get more comfortable, you are feeling more, prosperous and excited to start more, add more things. But whenever you are starting anything, please make sure you are doing so with the best quality ingredient that you can. Okay? Start with one. The 5th thing that your child needs is a digestion support. So a digestion support is anything, extracted from nature, which helps the child to be able to digest food properly. And most of our kids on the spectrum, their digestion system is broken. Most of neurodiverse human beings, and especially autism kids' digestive system, is literally broken. It is leaky. It does not have enough acids, or it does not have enough pH, high or low, whatever is important in which part of the body. It does not have enough enzymes. So we try to, their body is trying to digest the food and, overcompensating in the process. Sometimes I see biomedical practitioners, they are giving enzymes to the kids. Here's one thing. I never give enzymes to my kids or advice to any other kids. Why? Because enzymes are supposed to be created by the body. Enzymes are supposed to be created by the body because the body knows what sort of enzyme to create and how to create. If the body is not producing enough enzyme, it's because it does not have the raw materials to provide the enzyme. It does not have the production facilities to make the enzyme. Are you understanding what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, if you are giving your child listening to biomedical practitioners, enzymes, stop doing that. You as an adult can take enzyme. I personally take enzyme sometimes too. If I'm eating, like if I am overeating or if I'm eating something that I shouldn't eat, I pop a few enzyme pills for me, but I never give for kids and not even my students, because you're not supposed to give enzymes from outside. You are supposed to help the body produce its own enzyme. So this is what a digestive support does. A digestive support goes into your child's gut and helps the gut produce enzymes, which is going to then help the child digest the food. And whatever food that you are feeding your child, if your child is not digesting the food, the child's body will not be able to get the nutrient. You have to understand this. You're randomly feeding your child very nice food and whatnot, very organic, very clean. You're putting everything with love. You're cooking it at home. But your child's body does not know how to digest the food, then it will be trouble, okay? It will be trouble because whatever you feed to your child, the digestive system is actually the most important system which dictates not just digestion, but it dictates pretty much every action of the body. Pretty much every action of the body and brain is dictated by the digestive system. Because if your child is able to digest food and produce, nutrients, then the nutrients will be used to develop the brain, to help the child learn, to help the child, get successful. But if your child is not being able to digest food properly, the undigested or maldigested food will create toxin in the body, will create neurotoxins for the brain. And then your child will be having, focus issues and problem. Do you know why wheat and, wheat as in gluten and milk is creating a lot of the behavior issues in your child? It's because your child cannot digest gluten and casein. So when the child cannot digest gluten, undigested gluten becomes gluteomorphine, morphine, and undigested casein becomes caseomorphine. And what does a morphine do? Morphine is a neurotoxin. Morphine is something that creates agitation, addicted people. Exactly. You will see for yourself. Your child behaves like a person who's addicted to substances, okay? Because the food that your child is eating, he or she cannot digest the food properly. That's why your child needs a digestive support, okay? So as a summary, the 5 things that your child needs is number 1, very good quality probiotic that ensures that it is micro-encapsulated, okay? Micro-encapsulated, and I always speak about doTERRA. I'll give you the link. So that is ensuring that whatever you are feeding your child, whatever probiotic you are feeding your child, it is going inside the gut where it's supposed to be going, okay? It's micro-encapsulated. It has more than 1 strains and it is 5 billion CFU, which means it's pretty much a good quality, high standard, high strength probiotic, which is going to do its work properly. The second thing that your child needs is a good quality molecularly distilled fish oil, which either doTERRA or Nordic Naturals produce. No other company at all, okay? The third thing that your child needs is a whole foods vitamin, and I highly recommend doTERRA for that because the vitamin and minerals are not synthetically made. The vitamins and minerals are just fruits and veggies, okay? The fourth thing that your child needs is a nutritional support. Nutritional support comes from a mixture of vegetable and fruits, which is regeneratively grown, organic, and dried very low temperature so that most of the nutrition is intact. And I recommend Purium Epigeneous family for that. It's one of the best thing. I love to take it every day. I give it to my kids and they love it. They take it and I'm happy that a lot of the things are going inside the body. The fifth thing that your child needs is a digestive support, which is also from Purium, and it is AlloDigest. So here is another thing that I want you guys to know. Now that you know the 5 things that your child needs, how are you going to get them? Where are you going to get them? I'm going to share with you. So we have launched our mini course, which we are calling Autism Success Basics. So this mini course is a combination. I actually wanted to do an ebook. I did the ebook. My team designed a beautiful ebook. But then before launching, I was like, most of us, we get an ebook, we open it sometimes, we read a few pages and then we close the ebook, and it's somewhere in our phone, lost. We even forget there is this thing, existing. I don't want that for you. Anything that I create always ensures that you can get some sort of deep support, some sort of clear, simple directions, and a good amount of results, okay? So quality, support, and results are the most important things of anything that I create. So that's what I do. I changed the ebook into a mini course whereby I have shared, videos where our experts in, Purium and also doTERRA, they are sharing very in-depth details. And then I have also added, videos that I have made personally teaching you how you can, overcome picky eating, how you can start doing the grain-free, milk-free diet, how you can make sure that you are cooking the food properly and, feeding your child. So the first thing that you will get from the ebook is, number one, you will learn the importance of gut healing and how to do it. Not just the importance, but how to do it, how you can overcome picky eating, how you can overcome the food addictions of kids, and how you can do the grain and milk-free diet. The second thing that you will learn is the superfood nutrition, okay? Because this live is not the full capacity that I can teach you. You need to learn more. You need to be able to become the expert of your child, okay? You need to become like a very knowledgeable person. You go to a supermarket, you know how to buy food. You know how to read labels. That's very important, okay? So you are going to learn about the superfood nutrition, how they are produced and how you can give it to your child. You will also learn about a rundown of the 5 pillars that your child needs for brain development and success. Plus, you will get all the links to get and order your supplements not supplements, this whole food nutritional support that I have spoken so far. Apart from all of those things, as bonus, because I love being generous, as bonus, you will get the opportunity to join a coaching session whereby I will speak to you and I will guide you and create dosages for you, how much you should feed your child, because every child need is not same. The age is not same. Their problem is not same, right? So you will get to join a class where you will be coached by me and also our experts in the designated fields. So the link to get the mini course, Autism Success Basics, will be in the description. It will also be anywhere that I'm posting this video. And when you are getting the ebook, you are not just learning about the 5 support, you are also learning about the gut healing, how you can do it. You are also learning about, how to include superfoods in your child's diet, how to start the brain development process. You will also get access to the custom call where me and my experts are going to be helping you to develop a custom system for you so that you can start your journey and get some quick wins. Here's another thing. This morning, one of my students called me and then she didn't even complete 1 month inside the group, inside the program. Less than 1 month, she shared her win that her son is showing more focus, understanding commands. The child is not as hyperactive. Previously the mom would not be able to bring the child outside. If they are going somewhere, maximum 30 minutes. After that, they have to come back home. The child was so hyperactive. The child was so out of control. But now, like yesterday, they went to a outing for 3 hours. Can you imagine the child who would not sit for 30 minutes, not just sitting, even stay outside for 30 minutes. That child is now going for a 3-hour ride with his parents. So imagine the amount of improvements that you're going to get. By the way, this is the first time we have created something so tangible and so affordable. It's just $37 US, which is 5 coffees, which is 5 lattes. Here in Canada, it's 5 to 6 lattes. That's the price that you're gonna get the 5 things that your child needs, the ways on how you can get them, the ways on how those things help your child. You will learn how to buy things properly, how to read labels properly. You will also get custom support from us. So what are you waiting for? Go get the Autism Success Basics mini course. It might not change your full life, okay? But it's gonna surely give you enough information so that you don't have to read articles after articles, blog post after blog post at 3 a.m. every single day. So that you don't have to follow 10, 15 advocates and doctors and therapists and all of those things. You just have to go to one place. You just have to get those 5 things and start your journey. That's the best that you can do today. The rest will fall on its own, inshallah. When you give the first step, that's when most of the kuasha, the haze that you are seeing right now, is gonna part, okay? So the link to get the mini course is in the description. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you in my next one, okay? Please go grab the mini course before we decide to stop it, if we decide. And also make sure that you are changing anything that you are giving to your child at this moment, which is not of the highest quality. Because it's no point giving a poor quality toxin-filled supplement if it's not helping your child or if it's just destroying the whole situation, okay? I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you inside the call when you join us. I'll see you. Bye.